All right, gearheads, welcome to Fun Fact Car. The 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is here, claiming iconic status. But at over $45,000 to start, there's one glaring issue we need to talk about.
Look at this front bumper. It's aggressive, sure, and the standard LED lighting looks modern, but aesthetics alone won't justify the heavy price tag in today's market.
Quick release door hinges for open-air driving? Great. But is this a feature or just a distraction from what's really lacking? We'll get there. This better not be a joke.
New wheel designs. Fantastical. Groundbreaking. Not. It's a cosmetic tweak. Don't tell me this is the innovation you're paying top dollar for. Unacceptable.
This is a Wrangler. It's supposed to be legendary, rugged, the absolute king of off-road. But at these prices, does the 2026 model truly deliver, or is it just riding on past glory?
Because frankly, if you're dropping this kind of cash, you're not just buying a name, you're buying a promise of rugged, unstoppable capability. Let's see if it keeps it.
Let's look at the facts. The base Rubicon starts at $45,375. The Rubicon X, over $55,000. And the new Willys 392, a whopping $71,990. Are they kidding me?
This isn't just about Jeep tax anymore. This is about whether the 2026 Rubicon offers genuine value for that astronomical price, or if it's a monumental financial mistake.
Under the hood, we kick off with the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, pushing out 285 horsepower. Sounds decent, right? But decent isn't good enough when you're paying premium prices.
Then there's the 2.0 turbocharged inline-4 with 270 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Turbo 4 in a Wrangler? Some of you are already shaking your heads.
Because let's be real, a Wrangler needs raw power, not just adequate torque delivery. It needs to conquer the trail, not just get by. Anything less is a letdown.
But then, the 392 is not dead. The 6.4-liter Hemi V8 lives on in the new Willys 392, pumping out a massive 470 horsepower. Now we're talking. Or are we?
Because getting that V8 power means shelling out nearly 72 grand. That's a stratospheric price for horsepower. Does it truly earn its keep? A V8 shouldn't be a luxury exclusive.
Okay. Off-road prowess. Heavy-duty Dana 44 axles? Check. True-lock front and rear locking differentials? Check. Robust 4-to-1 rock track system? Check. This is standard Rubicon fare.
Electronic sway bar disconnect? Yes, it's all here. The lift and 33-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires are standard. But is standard enough for this price point? These are table stakes for a serious off-roader. But does it truly push the envelope, or is Jeep just giving us what we expect for an extraordinary price? I demand more. We need to see this thing performing beyond expectations, not just meeting them. Does it make you feel invincible or just adequate? Adequacy is not a selling point here. Whether you're in Moab, Utah, or taking on a wet green lane in the UK, the Rubicon's sheer capability should shine. But will it justify that price when pushing its limits? Because for this kind of money, I want to feel like I'm in a purpose-built machine, not just a tarted-up trail rig. It better perform like a champion, or it's a failure. So, the hardware is present, but is the experience worth the investment? Does the reality match the Rubicon's legendary promise? Let's find out if this is a mistake to avoid. Now, the interior. Refined materials? Supportive seating? Yeah, they've tried to make it nicer. But refined for a Wrangler isn't refined for a $60,000 to $70,000 SUV, is it?
Improve sound insulation. Okay, that's a step in the right direction, because previous Wranglers were loud. But you're still looking at a lot of hard plastics for this cash.
Here is a fun fact. The 12.3-inch screen with Uconnect 5 is standard. Finally, some modern tech. But let's be honest, this is the bare minimum for 2026, folks.
bare minimum.
When you put it next to a Land Rover Defender or even a Ford Bronco Badlands, the Rubicon's interior feels adequate. Not luxurious, not cutting edge, just fine.
Responsiveness, connectivity, it's fine. It works. But it's not an experience. It doesn't scream premium or innovation. It screams, we finally caught up.
Is catching up what you want for over $55,000 on a Rubicon X? Or do you want a 4x4 that sets the bar? If you buy this, you might be settling, and that's a mistake.
This interior should be a sanctuary after a brutal trail. Instead, it feels like a slight upgrade, not a revolution. And at this price, I expect nothing less than revolution.
Safety. Standard side curtain airbags and a rear view camera? Good, finally. Basic safety features should not be a question mark in 2026. But what about advanced driver assistance systems? Adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning are often tied to automatic transmission packages. This is a deal breaker.
You're paying north of $45,000 for a base Rubicon, and you still have to jump through hoops for essential ADAS tech? Absolutely unacceptable. Jeep, get with the program.
A Ford Bronco offers comprehensive safety features seamlessly. Let that sink in. The Rubicon is lagging behind its direct competition on something crucial for daily driving.
This isn't about being old school or rugged. This is about consumer safety. And the fact that they nickel and dime you for it is a huge black mark against the 2026 Rubicon.
If you buy this and skip the optional safety packages, you are making a mistake, a big one, because peace of mind shouldn't be an optional extra on a premium vehicle.
So, is the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon enough to win in today's brutal global market? Does it justify those eye-watering prices? My gut says no, not entirely.
It's a highly capable off-roader, no doubt. The 470 horsepower V8 in the 392 is a beast, but the base engines, they're just adequate. And adequacy isn't a selling point for $45K.
And the interior, while improved with the 12.3-inch screen, isn't luxury grade. It doesn't scream premium when compared to European rivals in the same price bracket. And the paywall on advanced safety features is a huge misstep, a complete and utter failure to meet modern expectations for a premium global vehicle. It's a deal breaker.
The mechanical off-road tech is phenomenal, as expected. But if you're only buying it for hardcore off-roading, you might overlook these other critical daily driving flaws. The 2026 Rubicon has moments of brilliance, especially the sheer brute force of the 392. But those moments are expensive, and they come with too many compromises.
So, my verdict, if you're a purist dedicated to the Hemi V8 and don't care about modern comforts, the Willys 392 might be for you. But at $72K, it's a very expensive niche.
For everyone else, the regular Rubicon and Rubicon X at their current pricing, they just don't cut it. In terms of overall value, they fall short, massively short.
Don't make the mistake of buying into the legacy without getting the full package. This isn't 1999 anymore, folks. The 4x4 competition is fierce globally.
The interior plastics for the price are subpar. The ADAS packaging is a joke, and the base V6 and Turbo 4 just don't feel special enough for the premium you pay.
Driving this around London or LA, you'd quickly feel the lack of sophisticated standard ADAS. It's a raw off-roader, but daily driving demands more, much more.
So, is the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon enough to win? For the vast majority of buyers looking for true value and modern features? No, it is not. It's a capable vehicle, yes, but its compromises are simply too significant for its price point. You can get more standard tech for less elsewhere, period.
End of story.
Unless you absolutely positively need that solid axle capability and nothing else matters, save your money. Look at the competition. You'll thank me later. The 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, a 4x4 legend trying to rely purely on its heritage. And its price tag? Forget about it. Don't fall for the hype. Demand more for your hard-earned cash. This is a brutal market, and good enough for a Jeep is not enough anymore. Buying the standard Rubicon could be a grave mistake if you expect modern refinement and comprehensive standard safety. It's just not there, folks. The promise of the Rubicon badge, it's still strong, but the reality of the 2026 model, especially at these prices, leaves too much to be desired. Avoid. This is not the undisputed king of the hill anymore. It's a contender, but one that desperately needs a reality check on its value proposition. A big reality check.
So, my final honest word, the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon for most global buyers is a miss. A big, expensive, missed opportunity.
That's it for the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Fun Fact Car for more brutally honest reviews.